Hello everyone, this is Void Spirit. I'm here to bring you guys amazing fanfiction that you will surely enjoy. But before we start, please subscribe and like the video for more amazing content. Chapter 6. Phrase Invasion 2. Don't think that you will die a painless death, said by Touya as he attacked Jen with his sword, sending him to the ground. And the place where the Jen crash made a huge crater. Hell flare. Touya said, launching a small ball of black fire, and once it touches the ground a dome of black fire appeared, burning its surroundings. Boom! The temperature of the hellflare was hotter than the sun's surface and can eliminate even spiritual beings. After the dome disappeared, Jen was still there, but he didn't get out of it without a scratch. His body was full of burn due to him being a spiritual being. Those burns heal but at a lower speed. As expected of you, kiddo. That's something, but don't expect that kind of attack can take me down, Jen said. I never expected that to take you down, Touya replied. Multiple shining javelin. Touya launched multiple light magic followed by an imaginary punch that sends Jen flying away. Tisk, don't get cocky, little kid, Jen said, and him aura flare. Even Wara, the place that got hit by his aura, was destroyed. Lucky for the others, they are protected by a void barrier. While Jen and Touya were fighting, everyone was in amazement while watching the fight. Even though the human they actually can't see the fight, they are relying on Moroha and the other gods to tell them what is happening in the battle. I can believe this, he is much stronger than all of us, said by Takaru. Is that really Touya? Asks by Moroha when Moroha said that the world god and the space god appeared along with the children. Mom, are you alright? Archa said as she runs toward Lu. We are fine, Lu replied. Ah, what happened? Sue said as she just woke up. Sue, you alright, thank God, Yumina said. But what happened here? Shinosuke said. That guy is responsible for this, Karen said as she points to General, who was still fighting against Touya. I see, so who is that? Asked by Shin, and Toki was the one who answered. That Touya, said by Toki. That's father, Yakumo said. Wow, father was so strong, Frigard and Archa said together. Those magic, I want father to teach me those, Ilna said, being opposite to her mother who fight using her fist. She is actually a mage. I also want father to teach me those moves. Linny liked her sister Ilna. She was also the opposite of her mother who specializes in magic. She was a fighter type. Me too, I also want to learn from father, Steph said while still being hugged by Sue. Meanwhile, they heard a scream from General. Mochizuki, Touya, don't think that you can kill me alone, Jen screamed. He's not alone, a voice said, making get surprise. Everyone also was surprised. Jen also was surprised, and when he tried to look behind him he saw a girl with silver hair and heterochromia eyes. Unlike Yumina, who had green and blue eyes, this girl had red and blue eyes and her fangs. The girl then punched Jen, sending him a few miles away. Ha 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 ha, Rimuru, we arrived on time, said by another voice. Chi, who dares to interfere? Jen was saying something but was interfered by a judge's magic power, and when he looked in the direction where the concentration was coming from he saw a girl with pink hair tied to a twin tail and wearing a black armor. Drago Nova, she said as she realized the attack. Ah, what kind of power is this? Jen said as he struggles to maintain his defense. What kind of attack was that? Said by Moroha. I haven't felt anything like that, even our divinity was nothing compared to that energy, said by Takaru. Yes, for the god their divinity was the one powering them, and the strongest divinity among the gods belongs to Shin, the world god. Yumina and the girls were still confused, but a voice spoke next to them. You all don't have to worry, Donna-sama, Milim and Luminous will take care of that guy, a voice said. Then everyone switched their focus on the direction of the voice. There they saw 8 girls, each of them having their own characteristics that stand out. You are you people? Toki asks. Forgive us for not introducing ourselves. My name is Ciel, Tempest, wife of Rimuru Tempest, Ciel said, her long bluish hair and blood-red eyes holding an unparalleled beauty. I'm Shuna Tempest, also the wife of Rimuru Tempest. Shuna introduced herself. Her pink hair and white horn will make one uttered the word cute. My name is Xian Tempest, also wife of Rimuru Tempest. Xian said, her energetic attitude, her perfect body curve will make everyone blush at her sight. My name is Elmesia Tempest, also wife of Rimuru Tempest. Elmesia said, her blonde hair and long ears will instantly make everyone froze. I'm Chloe Tempest, also wife of Rimuru Tempest, Chloe said with a smile that made the knights blush. I'm Ultima Tempest. I'm Testarossa Tempest, Carrera Tempest. Also wife of Rimuru Tempest, the demoness trio said. Nice to meet you all, but who is this Rimuru Tempest? Shin asks even though he is the world god he is not omniscient. Ciel pointed at Touya or now Rimuru who was still fighting with Luminous and Milim. Everyone scream in surprise meanwhile back on Rimuru, Milim, and Luminous who were fighting General. Surrender now and we'll let you live, Rimuru said as he points his sword toward Gen. Never, Gen said. Then so be it, Rimuru then engulfed his sword with turn null energy and sent an energy wave that is purely made of turn null energy. Shit. Gen said and the energy hits him but was stopped by someone. Ha 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 ha, how idiotic of me to assume that you don't exist in this reality. The figure covered in black said he countered turn null with turn null of his own making Rimuru and even Ciel's surprise. Tell me, are you the one responsible for ruining the future where my children come? Rimuru asks. Making the children on the ground looked at them and when Rimuru said the words children, his waves started to emitting a deadly aura directed towards him. But Rimuru was too distracted that he failed to notice it. Ha 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 ha, indeed I am the one who destroyed their reality, the man said. Why would you do that? Rimuru asks as he swings his sword but was stopped by the figure with his 2 fingers. In the future, you will know that answer but for now enjoy your time here Rimuru Tempest, the figure said as he disappeared along with General. Rimuru, Luminous, and Milim then landed back to where the others are and were instantly forced to kneel in front of his 9 wives and 9 fiancé. Touya explain who they are, Rimuru care to explain. Oh, I'm dead for sure, is what Rimuru thought as he started to shake due to him being scared of his wives and fiancés who are angry. Chapter 7. Rimuru Tempest. Touya or Rimuru was seating on the grass field while his wives and fiancés are lecturing him and asking him to explain what is happening right now. Touya-san, can you explain why you have 9 wives? Yuma pressure Rimuru to spoke. Well, let me. Rimuru didn't get to finish because Elmesia interrupted him. Rimuru, why did you have 9 kids? Elmesia also asks Rimuru. While the girls are pressuring Touya or Rimuru who can't even speak since he was always getting interrupted by another question was interrupted by a voice from behind. Ha ha ha, look at you Rimuru cowering in fear of your wives ha 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 ha. The voice belongs to the red primordial demon known as Guy Crimson, one of the strongest demon lords that ever leave. Kahahaha, now you know how I feel when I'm with my sister Rimuru, another resounded and it belongs to the annoying Tsunere dragon named Veldora Tempest. Shut it, you two, help me here. Rimuru asks the 2 for help but the 2 ignore him. Karen Sama, help me. Rimuru seeing that Guy and Veldora won't help him he turned around to Karen who was still wondering who are these new people that arrive and what is their relationship with Touya. Well, everyone should calm down, this is not a place to talk, so let's head back to castle so that we can talk comfortable Nanoyo. Karen said to everyone. Even though they wanted to ask multiple questions they decide to hold it for later. Once everyone arrived at the castle Rimuru saw that the remaining members of his 12 patrons are waiting for his arrival at the castle entrance. They are his subordinate who Rimuru consider as friend. Sees him they immediately bow. Rimuru-sama, we congratulate you for awakening and we are happy that we could be at your service once again. Ah, it's nice to see you all as well, but there's no need to bow, you know, Rimuru said since he hates formality. Who are they? Touya. Sue asks. N. Yumina, Lean, Sakura, Hildegard, Linz, Els, Sue, Lu, Ye, and everyone in Touya's world will address Rimuru as Touya while everyone that is from the central world will address him as Rimuru. They are my subordinate as well as my friend Sue, Rimuru replied. I'll explain everything inside so they get inside. Once everyone was inside everyone was now seating at a large round table but the meeting hasn't started yet since Touya or Rimuru head out to pick up the parents of Yumina, Sakura, Hild, Lu, Sue, and the guardians of Linz and Els since Rimuru felt all of them deserved to know who he really is so he decided to pick them up one by one. With the use of gate Rimuru managed to get everyone in a hurry. Once everyone was seated they now begin their family meeting. First of all I would like to reintroduce myself, my real name is Rimuru Tempest, Rimuru said to everyone and all just looked at him. The parents of his fiancée just look at him. Touya, my boy, would you explain why you have to reintroduce yourself as Rimuru Tempest? Alfred Ernst Ortland said he was the father of Sue. Rimuru then explained to them who he was and how he ended up as Touya Mochizuki. After his explanation, everyone was having a look in disbelief since what Rimuru said to them was both unexpected and they even thought that Rimuru was joking, but knowing he was not the type to joke at times like this. I know that it's hard to believe, but it's the truth. I apologize if you all have to find it this way, Rimuru said as he bowed, since he knew that now that he recovered his memories he might become a different person that would change what his fiancée felt about him. Master, you should not apologize, it's us that decided to reincarnate you without your memories, Ciel said, and everyone looked at her. And who are you, miss? Jubei Kokono asks. My name is Ciel Tempest. Ciel replied. The other girls also followed their introduction and then said that they are Rimuru's wives, making Yumina and the others jealous. Jubei, seeing Ye and the others looking jealous of Ciel and the others' world, just let out a small smile and he turned his attention to Rimuru. The Touya, now that you recovered your memories, I want to know what you feel about Ye and your other fiancé, Jubei asks. My feelings haven't changed a little bit, they are important to me, Touya replied with eyes full of determination. Then if they are in danger, what are you willing to do for them? Jubei asks another question. I'm willing to give up my life just to protect them from danger. Rimuru replied. This statement doesn't only apply to the girls but to everyone that Rimuru knows and loves. Ha ha ha, I see you haven't changed, boy, you are still yourself even though you have to awaken your memories, Jubei replied. Once again, please take good care of my daughter. I will. After their conversation, they decided to hold a banquet for the night. Everyone had a good night, and once the party is over everyone decided to head back to their home while the 12 patrons guy and the others stayed since there were more matters that they need to discuss. In one of the rooms of the castle of Brunhilde, Touya and his 9 fiancé were together on the room's balcony. It's been a long day, hasn't it, Touya-san? Yumina said as she walks beside Touya. Yumina, Rimuru wanted to tell something but he was interrupted by Yumina. You still worried about our feelings? Yumina asks. Touya only nodded at her words. You don't have to worry, Dagazaru, Ye said. Because our feelings for you will not change no matter who you become, Lean continues Ye words. Everyone, I love you all, Touya said, making the girls blush, and of course I also love you all too, Rimuru said as he looked at the door. You notice us? Luminous asks, and Rimuru only nodded. Well, it's kinda expected from our husband, and as much as I hate sharing you with anyone except for us, I guess having them won't be a problem, Ciel said as she looked at Touya's fiancé and accepted them as his new wives to be.